Hi folks, welcome to the latest episode of Free Gift Friday, where we bring you something for free on Friday related to streamlining and optimizing your business. Whether it be a proven strategy, a juicy tidbit, $1 million network connection, or access to software for free, either on a trial or long-term subscription basis. Three things are always true. First, it's always free. Second, it's always delivered on Fridays. And third, it's always related to streamlining and optimizing your business. My name is Melanie McSally. I am your global profit optimization and technology expert. I'm also the CEO and founder of Wise Tribe, where together we are a team of tech strategists and experts, and we help enable millions of entrepreneurs and small business owners worldwide live a life of freedom by streamlining and optimizing their business using technology as the key. So today is episode 13. I am super excited to be bringing to you the 13th episode, and we have lots of juicy information to share with you. So I'm just going to dive right in and get right to it. The first thing on the docket, $1 million network connections. So up until this point, we have really been focused on proven strategies, juicy tidbits, and access to software for free. But coming soon, we are going to interject the $1 million network connections as promised. That's right, folks. We are going to feature guests on upcoming episodes where they will share their genius with you and allow you, or enable you rather, to streamline and optimize an aspect of your business. Because ultimately, our goal is for you to optimize every aspect of your business so that you can have the most streamlined path to success and maximum profits. So these are folks that are not necessarily technology related, but are going to enable you to streamline and optimize an aspect of your business. So this could be sales, marketing, advertising, social media, publicity, contracts and negotiating better rates for yourself, so on and so forth. So these are all super successful business owners with a genius to share in the bucket of streamlining and optimizing an aspect of your business. And the other criteria for them all is that they have to be willing to give you a free gift. So that covers our three criteria. We will bring it to you on a Friday as always. Okay, so the other side of this coin, still in this same first segment of this docket, is you. We want to invite you to apply to be a guest. So if you're a super successful business owner and you have a genius to share that will enable entrepreneurs to streamline and optimize an aspect of your business, and you're willing to give away something for free, then we would like you to apply to become a guest on our show. So we're going to put our email address in the description below. You can just reach out to us and we will chat with you about whether or not you're a good fit to be a guest on our show. So now that we've covered our bases on this first aspect of today's information, let's move on to the second thing on our docket, which is lots of super cool events that we are doing next week. So actually this morning we were on the Ask Sharifa show, so we will be posting that probably next week because we have to get it from them and so on and so forth. So that will probably go live on our YouTube channel next week, and you can see that. It was a roundtable discussion about just everything, about accepting gratitude, about receiving, about dating in this world, about the perspective of giving and receiving from a female versus a male perspective. It was a super cool show. It was really engaging, really funny. We talked a lot about the universe and messages given to you about challenges coming up in the world that you face, and also when things just appear in your life, what that means, what that message is, the hidden message behind that. So I highly suggest you tune back in. You can subscribe to our channel, or you can subscribe to the Other People's Platforms list. I'll put all of this in the description to get notified when we release that episode, because it was really epic. So I highly suggest you watch it. Okay, the next thing up on the docket is a night of impact, uniting lives and making a difference. So this is coming to you next week. One of my rockstar fantastic clients, Tracy Boone and Elijah Boone, have created a foundation called the Elijah's Path to Healing Foundation, and they have a show with the same name, it's just called the Path to Healing Show, where they're helping folks through the grieving process. If you've lost someone and you're in the grieving process, whether you're a widow or you're a child and you've lost a parent, or you've lost a friend or whatnot, their goal is to help those grieving. They started out with the widowed and the fatherless, but they've since expanded it to be anybody going through grief, because we all know this is a process. It can sometimes feel like you're alone in this process, even though so many have experienced it before you. And so they've put together all the resources and tools one needs to really be able to go through this process. Not necessarily streamlined, because grief is just a process that you need to go through to get to the other side, but really to help you along the way, to give you that support, to allow you to know that you're not alone. And that's really their key message, is you're not alone. So their show has been airing for quite some time, but now they are going global. They are going to expand their reach and be featured on the Zondra TV as well as Preach the Word Network. They've been on the Now Network for quite some time now. So they will be on Apple TV, Roku TV, all the big streaming platforms. And so they're having a premiere event next week to showcase their first episode on all these new networks. They've put together some really cool interviews. They're going to do a showing of the first episode, which features Angel and Jay Tussey and in their story. They're going to work with the horses. They have some really cool experiential learning tools that they do with horses, so on and so forth. So it's going to be a really cool night. The link will be below if you would like to secure your complimentary ticket. Just click on that link. Other events that we are going to be featured on is the Global Elevation Summit, brought to you by Power Team and Mr. Bill Walsh. So we are going to be delivering our Sales Automation or Success Automation 101 class at the Global Elevation Summit. So if you would like to participate and join us for our class, we would love to have you. You can click the link below for your complimentary pass. And we are also going to be featured on the Showing Up Strong event put on by Sharon Lecter and Assets Are Sexy. So we'll be sharing our Showing Up Strong story on the Showing Up Strong show with, or at the event with Sharon Lecter, brought to you by Assets Are Sexy. And again, you can get complimentary tickets to that event. We'll put the link in the description. So 3 really cool events coming up next week that you can join us live at. And then also tune back into our YouTube channel to see us on the Ask the Sharif show for a super engaging discussion about dating and accepting gratitude and accepting anything, receiving, and then the male versus female perspective on life, business, so on and so forth. Okay, so that brings us to the next thing on our docket, which is you want something for free. Now, we've just given you a whole bunch of things for free. You could come on our show for free. You'll receive $1 Million Networking connections for free in upcoming episodes. We're giving you all of these shows that you can come be a part of live with us, all for free. But what we really want to talk to you today about is, one of the major things that entrepreneurs struggle with when they're first getting started is, how do I get a credit card without any credit history? And better yet, how do I have a bank account that is not going to cost me lots of fees and like, I'm not a huge corporation yet, so I don't have the financial backing to have these big complicated systems, but I do need a lot of the features that they provide you. So what do? So that's what the juicy part of our episode is about, is access to tools for free that are going to meet you where you're at in business. So if you're brand new to small business ownership, if you're in the entrepreneurial phase and you're looking to get your bank account and your credit card all situated, then this is the episode for you. We have brought to you our research, our best-in-class advice. I just had a brain fart. Sorry. So we're gonna give you the tools that we recommend in these two buckets. So the first one, the banking, is called Azlo, AZLO. They are a completely virtual bank, which means that they waive most of the fees that are associated with banking in a brick and mortar. So because they don't have any physical locations, obviously they streamline and optimize banking from an online perspective. So they have great services around wire transfers and sending and receiving money, integrating with other banking services that you're using, like Stripe and Square and Authorize.net and QuickBooks banking and so on and so forth, PayPal, blah, blah, blah. But they also waive the majority, not all, but the majority of the fees that it takes to actually show up at a bank. So if you need cash, if you need to go use an ATM, they will waive most of those fees because they don't have physical ATMs themselves. Now, there are some exceptions to this rule. Don't get me wrong; it's not always free, but they reduce the fees because they don't have locations themselves. Some other cool features that it has is that you could do invoicing right from the bank account, so you can charge your clients directly. You can do automatic bill pay and all of that stuff like you can in most online banks. But again, they've really streamlined the online banking to make it as easy as possible, since they are in fact a virtual bank. Now, in addition to this, their target audience is entrepreneurs and small business owners. So their newsletters, the information that they send to you, is all related to you elevating your business, to you having the tools necessary to do banking in the early days. So throughout the pandemic, they were sending me info on applying for rates and how they can help and blah, blah, blah. So I think that's really cool, is all the information they send you is related to you being in the early days of your business, because that's their target audience. So that's what they're catering to. Now, the other side of this coin is credit cards. Now, if you've been in business for a day, you realize that it's really hard to get a loan, a credit card, a line of credit, any way you want to call this, when you haven't been in business for 2 to 3 years. Most of the big banks and the credit cards and all of these places want you to have been in business for 2 to 3 years before they give you a line of credit. However, you most need that credit in the first 2 to 3 years of business. So we did some research to find credit cards that will go against your personal credit until you have business credit to go against. And in the meantime, you're building that business credit, right? Because the credit card is against your business. It's just when it determines your credit limit based on your personal credit. So the one we chose is American Express. Again, their target audience is business owners, so all their services are geared towards business owners. They're not specifically for entrepreneurs, although the credit card that we chose is designed for early business owners, for entrepreneurs. So they do offer the features that all business owners use, like travel and hotel and airline accommodations, or money back or points or what have you, and also business purchases and getting points and money back for those. But they also do flexible credit limits, so if you happen to go over, you don't get overage fees. Again, this is based on your credit, so this will vary. And also, they do have no interest for a certain period of time once you initially sign up. They have a bunch of other features. Now, their features obviously change over time, so I'm not going to list them all out here because they may or may not exist when you're watching this video. So I'm going to put the links to both the bank and the credit card, the specific credit card I'm referring to, in the description. You can read all about them and you can decide if it's the right choice for you. Quick disclaimer, all of my links may be an affiliate link. I should say the links that I provide may or may not be an affiliate link. This means that it does not cost you anything. It does not require you to commit to anything, but I may receive commissions in return, or accolades, or points, or additional features or something. I may or may not. Sometimes I don't. And so by you clicking on that, sometimes I receive something in return. You're under no obligation to use these links. You can just go search for the company, but in some cases, clicking on this link will give you money back, will give you a discount, will give you additional services, a free trial, so on and so forth. So totally up to you. Just my quick disclaimer. But anyway, so we've brought to you $1 Million Network Connections coming soon. We offered to you, if you want to be a guest on our show, you can reach out to us in the email in the description. We told you about 4 events that are going to be happening next week. One was recorded this morning, which we will upload to our YouTube channel next week. That's Ask Sharifa. And then we have 3 events we are going to be showcased on, or we're supporting, providing tech support to. So the first is a night of impact, uniting lives and making a difference. So if you wanted to be a part of that event, that is total entertainment. So highly recommend, if you're looking for having some fun and learning some new things, then come to that event. The Global Elevation Summit is for small business owners, entrepreneurs, up to large business owners. This is really about how you can elevate your business. So there'll be lots of amazing speakers on that event. So if you like a complimentary ticket, you can click on the link below. And Showing Up Strong, brought to you by Sharon Lechter and Assets Are Sexy. This is just an event that's really showcasing showing up strong. This is a time of uncertainty. The economy is in flux. There's lots that's going on that some people could consider negative. So this is really an event to focus on the positive. How are you showing up strong in a time that could be considered negative? So if you want to be inspired, if you want to learn what others are doing to show up strong so that you can be inspired to show up strong yourself, or if you want to showcase your own showing up strong, relate to these messages, then the link below to sign up to be in the audience. And then we brought to you some free software tools to enable you to do banking in these early days, to get a credit card, to have a bank account that is going to give you the features of major corporation, but not the expenses associated with those features. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. Hopefully this is all information that you needed in business. It's showing up at the right time for you in your business. If you've enjoyed this episode and you would like to learn more about how you can get things for free to help you streamline and optimize, elevate your business, please, I urge you to subscribe to this watch list, to hit the little bell so that you get reminded every time we release a new episode of Free Gift Friday, where once again, we give you something for free on Friday, always related to streamlining and optimizing your business. It has been a pleasure serving you once again today. We will see you next Friday on our next episode of Free Gift Friday. Cheers, y'all.